The Immaterial Games Podcast with these guys.
Podcast time, and it's an Immaterial Games podcast. So we've got the General, Steve, Terry, Dark Anger.
Hey!
We've got Darius,
Hello, everyone.
and me, D, with Steph spectating. So yeah, let's get started. Steve, what's on the itinerary today?
Was that to me?
Mm-hmm.
Not much. Not really any new games from the last time. I was playing Division 2, haven't I? So,
Oh, okay, you've been playing Division 2.
yeah, that's my most recent thing.
Okay.
Still playing it. Enjoying it.
How far through
Not
are
really anything new to add.
you? Are you far through yet?
I'm already at gear score 500, so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Already maxed out.
Are you playing on the PC or the
Xbox.
Xbox? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your game of the week.
Lame.
I've got a PS4 as well, and a PC. I've got all of it. I'm good.
PCs only.
Who else wants to do their game of the week? Darius?
Well, me and you, Danny, have been playing Space Engineers and
Factorial. Satisfactory.
no, Satisfactory. That's the one.
Yeah. What? Basically, we've been doing engineering stuff and building stuff.
Yeah, Space Engineers is basically just you craft all sorts of weird vehicles and try to mine planets and gain
I've had to
resources
fill in
to
the holes
build more.
because you know that hole that you dug up yourself out of. I fell into it in the first 30 seconds. I was like, no. So I've patched it over.
So what Danny's trying to say is, I have a tendency to just dig holes near our base, and then he drives his rover and crashes into the holes. So it's good times.
So, sounds like fun.
Yeah,
It's just like driving on a normal car in the real world. You hit potholes all the time.
Yeah, except for these potholes.
These
That's
potholes are car swallowers.
They're more like sinkholes almost.
Well, I've played Space Engineering some time ago, like in early beta version, like 2 or 3 years ago. How is it different now? Is it like a fully flagged game?
They have fully released. They actually have some DLC now. The only DLC, I believe, don't hold me to it, I haven't actually looked into it, is a decorative DLC. It looks like they're releasing everything. Every update is available to everybody that has the game, but they're doing like decorative DLC.
Yeah, basically Terry's the host, so we can just join Terry through Steam. So if you wanted to play with us, Darius,
Yeah, we just have a little base set up, and I have a rover with some drills on it, which is just got out of a hole that it was stuck in.
yeah, we seem to spend most of our time getting the vehicle out of the hole.
So
No, we spent most of our time building these vehicles and then get them stuck.
And then I found out if I didn't put the girders on the back, everything blew up. So the internals blew up twice.
Yeah, you gotta try to reinforce it. And
Um,
there is one problem with those girders going around. If you roll your vehicle, the voxels could get damaged, and they extend out of their normal square and can damage the blocks around them.
but no,
Okay.
what are you been playing, Darius?
myself,
We.
I was playing quite lots of different games from the last podcast I've been on. So like,
Just stick to the last week.
stick to the last week. Well, maybe I will stick to like the last couple of hours even.
Okay.
That works too.
I have completed a game called Control
Ooh,
with
okay.
RTX on.
what is Control?
I haven't even heard of this, so I'm intrigued.
So, well, the Control is a really nice game. However, it was done with contribution with NVIDIA. So they
Okay.
make it more like a tech demo, the proof of concept that RTX on in the games can really nicely work.
What is it exactly?
You mean Control or the RTX technology?
RTX is ray.
Ray tracing.
Ray tracing.
That's
Yeah.
I don't have a GTX card, so that wouldn't work very well for me.
I have it.
Well, the good thing is it's optional. You don't really need to have it.
Yeah, but it'll make it a hell of a lot better if you do.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
definitely it make the whole game look a lot nicer, more realistic, and there were scenes that I was like, whoa, that looks really nice.
Okay.
Especially
No,
with those
True.
open spaces, and when you throw let's say, a light source like TV, which was oddly still working when it was in midair, you could see those reflections all over the place.
Yeah. For the few people that don't know what ray tracing is, I actually looked into it when it first came out, because most NVIDIA cards were the GTX series, and out of the blue they just started coming out with these obscene 2000s, and I was like, why did they skip numbers? And I didn't notice that it was RTX when they skipped the numbers. I then looked into it, and it's called ray tracing. Basically what it is, I know I said is a couple times, but it basically pretends it's tracing light. So it's much better for shadows and stuff like that. It traces light in a three-dimensional thing, so if a tree is in between the light source and a wall, you'll see a proper shadow of a tree instead of a fake shadow of a tree, which most games use.
Yeah, like pre-rendered shadow. The game, most of the games still are using like pre-rendered lighting and the shadows.
Yep.
Called shadow maps and light maps, basically.
Yeah.
However, this one is done in real time, so when you put like two different sources of light, they kind of like blend to each other. It sounds really, really dumb when you hear it, but when you see the difference between actual normal game and the game with RTX,
it turns it from a decent visual to, oh my god, it feels realistic. And it's what's needed for virtual reality. It's going to be needed for virtual reality, for sure. Otherwise, our brains are going to keep saying that things are wrong.
Exactly, yeah. I really agree with that statement.
Yeah, it's a good...
So, yeah, I've completed the game, so let's go back to the game now. The game is a bit short, because, as I said before, it's more like a tech demo than actual game.
Yeah, it's to test out the software.
Yeah.
The hardware, sorry.
I didn't expect it to be long, to be fair. Most Remedy games are usually less than 10 hours, so...
Yeah, I would say it does have a really good 10 hours of the gameplay. Yeah. And the story... I really like the story, because you're starting the game in, like, at some point, and you have no knowledge what's going on, and that's what keeps you on... getting all the collectible items, reading every single detail to get more and more. So eventually you learn that you are a person with a gun from another dimension, and there are like enemy forces from that other dimension invading this magic building on Earth, and you're trying to take back the control of this building. And the building is like literally doors between two dimensions, between ours and the others. So if the building falls or world will fall,
then the dimensions and shit will just collapse.
That's pretty interesting. I've been intrigued by the game for a long time myself. I've known about it since, was it last year when it was announced? So I've known about it for a while. Been following the development for it, but I just haven't had a chance to buy it yet.
Well, I would say it's definitely not worth full price of 40 quid.
Right, okay.
Because it's kind of short, the gameplay is repetitive. Yeah, if you have RTX card, go for it. I mean, still, I would wait until the price will drop. But there are many more interesting games out there, but if you like novelty, then yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So yeah, that was basically me playing Control.
That's good. Sounds like I'll get the same fun out of it like I did out of Quantum Break, so I'll enjoy it anyway.
Yeah, I would say so. Quantum Break was again mainly just a proof of concept that this technology works. However, the actual game was average.
Yeah, it was a bit short, I admit. It took me, 8 hours? And that was with watching the video stuff as well. The little series they did. Because it was kind of interwoven with the show. With the game, sorry. But it was a good concept, I enjoyed it.
Well, I thought my single player game, I've been playing Borderlands. But yeah, I'm near the end.
Borderlands 3? I assume it's a really long game, isn't it? Because I remember playing second one for first one for a very long time and never completed it. Second one, I gave up after 30 hours.
Yeah. Well,
Borderlands games aren't usually that
I'm on the
They're
last
usually
planet.
not. Sorry, go ahead.
Because this time you go through planets, not just one world.
Yeah, usually they're not super
Okay.
long. It's just
because there's multiple vaults.
yeah.
Um,
I'm assuming it's going to be the same
it's
sort of system
basically
where
spread across the galaxy, and there's multiple vaults, and you have to save the galaxy instead of just Pandora. Well, it's Pandora and the galaxy.
yeah, I'm going to assume it's similar to the same systems as before, where you play through 3 times. Because Borderlands has always seemed to do that, but usually the Borderlands series isn't super long. It's just after you beat it once, you got to beat it again and again.
Yeah, well, at the moment, they've lengthened the gameplay quite a bit. If you wanted the storyline, you can knock it out quite quickly.
But all the side quests, they were doing that recently too. They added a whole lot of side quests.
And side quests actually get you better guns and stuff, and unique perspectives and stuff.
Yeah, well, in that kind of a game, that's what most people want. Is they want to.
Yeah, there's some ridiculous guns that you find from some of the side quests. It's like you can see where the thingy went on, and Steph's the only one doing playthrough 2 at the moment.
Yeah. Unable to place light armor block.
But yeah, it's quite fun. It's just you need to do it in bursts. If you try and I focused on one planet at a time. Like do a planet, take a break. Do a planet, take a break. You can't just continually grind it out constantly without getting tediously. It is a looter shooter. It's just fine, we'll kill the boss.
It's a grinding game. It's a very grinding.
We'll do some side quests in a little bit. I did like one of the bosses being Penn and Teller.
Hey, no spoilers.
Yeah. Well, Pain and Terror, sorry.
No spoilers.
Yeah, it's a bit of spoiler.
Sorry.
At least give a warning if you're going to send out some spoilers. Maybe Chiz will cut that out. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Spoilers, he didn't.
Well, it looks like Steph's saying get the game already.
I don't have the money for it.
To be honest, I was never into Borderlands.
I love Borderlands.
Well, it's
Why?
It's still an Epic exclusive though. It's like £50 on Epic for the base copy.
Yeah, it's a bit.
But it comes out on Steam. It gets February, March is when it goes to multi-platform.
I don't know.
6 months. It's got a 6-month contract. So Valentine's is when it's.
Yeah, it'll be about February then. About February, it'll be cross-platform. That's a long time though for people that don't want to get it through the Epic Store.
Yeah, well, that's what Matt's doing. Matt's waiting until it comes out on Steam.
Yeah, I might have to wait for that too. But
I was contemplating it, but it was just oh fuck it, I really want to play this game. It's one of my favourite franchises, so.
It's one of my favourite too,
Yeah.
but.
Oh, Steph said it's not been confirmed yet. It's not been given a date or confirmed, but the contract was 6
Fair
months. Whether Steam will get it after.
We'll see what happens.
We'll find out in February, March. But yeah. What else have we got?
I guess we should give a little bit of an idea of why there's not a lot of people around.
Well, there's just stuff
For
going
the
on.
usuals. Yeah, believe it or not, there's life issues happening. I guess that's what
there's
happens.
a lot of things going on. So we've got the B team, haven't we, today?
Well, I guess we should reintroduce everybody again. Just
go B team.
Yeah.
Once again, we have Darius.
Yay! Introducing ourselves again.
We might as well, just in case, because we're not really known, or some of us aren't anyways. Some of us have showed up a lot. Me, Dark X, or Terry, or whatever you want to call me. And then we got Danny.
Oh, D.
Yep.
And D. And Steven, or Steve, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what he goes by, because I've actually never got to talk to him until today.
Either's fine. Right, so I would say the next bit is...
Steph just put, not really B team, only A team and 2 B teams and a wild Terry.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're a mix today. So I think the next bit would be news. Anyone want to start off?
Do we have any news?
What's been going on?
I did put some news in the thingy yesterday because I thought we were doing stuff.
Yeah. So do you want to start us off then, Dan? Because your point.
Well, there is the most important news. Me and Darius are here.
Yeah.
I had to.
Well, the stuff that I found wasn't really relevant. It's just the stuff that's going on. GTA did a thing we're going to do something at some point, but they haven't confirmed, just like GTA. Obviously, the Blizzard thing's still a big thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's been talked to death, what I can gather.
Yeah, it's been talked around, hasn't it? Everything that's happened with Blizzard.
Yeah. And
anyone want to weigh in on it? I know people have probably got different opinions on it.
Can you fill me in with what's going on with the Blizzard?
have
basically,
no idea what's going on with it.
Blizzard took a bunch of money off a Chinese pro gamer tournament to do with China.
Yeah, one of the streamers, as far as I understand it, was supporting the Free Hong Kong movement or something like that.
Yeah.
And because it's a political stance, Blizzard weren't happy with it, so they took the money off him when he
Won the championship.
took part in a tournament.
Right. Yeah.
And now they
I
haven't recanted and they've not apologised either. So it's a bit of a weird situation for him.
Right, I get it. I read about it. Yeah, I just kind of like forget. My opinion, if I may, that I kind of like right to do so because you're not supposed to make a scene out of the gaming community. We should enjoy purely the games, only the games, and leave everything behind. And if someone like trying to bring politics into it, I think that's not really the right way to do, especially on the tournaments. Fine, if you are a streamer, go for it, do it. But other than that, I would say it's really, really hard to tell whether you're supposed to or not do such a thing.
Yeah.
It's been a very divided thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's been a divided position, hasn't it, for everyone involved and the company itself.
Well, the company's took a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of backlash. The other thing that I could find, like game-wise, is the Red Dead Redemption 2 has been...
Woohoo!
The specs have been put on what you're going to need for the new PC version.
So basically, Red Dead is coming to PC very, very soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Red Dead Redemption 2 system requirements for PC features revealed.
The only thing which I'm kind of it's not this game, this is the other game. So overall, I think that's a very reasonable.
Well, the PC Gamer said that's the big. PCGamer.com said that it's the biggest PC game story of the week. Is between the Blizzard Backlash and Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
been released.
Yeah.
And
however, the only kind of issue which I'm having with Red Dead is you do have to have 150 gigabytes to install the freaking game.
Yeah, but that's Blizzard. Blizzard's always been a whore for...
To be honest...
And on the Blizzard thing as well.
Games are just getting too big now.
Yeah. The other thing from Blizzard is the allied races. Chris was talking about it. Like, they've added Pandaren to the Undead, to the DKs. Like, why? But yeah, there's new allied races coming in for the Warcraft game. Okay. Foxes, cyborgs, and gnomes. But yeah, they're adding the Pandaren to the DK roster for one. Yeah.
Sorry in advance to the stream if they hear my dog whining in the background.
That's fine.
My dog wants to be part of the stream.
It's usually my dog that jumps in, so...
But yeah, Activision explains why Modern Warfare needs 175 gigs of storage.
Yeah, that's... I'm like,
COD.
What the heck?
Yeah, COD needs nearly 200 gigs of fucking storage. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't understand that myself. The original one wasn't that big. Just games are getting far too big for themselves now.
Yeah, it's like, I downloaded a game, it's like 50 gig, it's fuck's sake.
The PS5 was announced.
Not technically announced, more like leaked, but...
Yeah, I don't know what the storage is going to be for it. I think it's down. I think it's going to have a minimum of a terabyte or something.
I would say so. It will be one.
Yeah.
It's got to have a minimum of a terabyte.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they're probably going to be pushing 5 terabytes now.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm going to say, it'd be a terabyte for the game storage, and then they'll go about 6 to 8 months down the line. Hey, have a 2 terabyte called the S version.
They can't do that. They need more space than that. Nowadays, well, I guess a lot of things are pushing towards streaming services, like Google and stuff is going to have a gaming streaming service.
They are.
Well, basically everything seems to have its own, like, you like this franchise, right? Now pay a tenner a month and you can have it.
Well, a lot of the studios are leaning to what's called a games as a service model, aren't they? So that's what Destiny is now. That's what Apex and Fortnite both were when they released. Because you buy in new season passes every year.
Yeah.
Or every so often, anyway. And it seems that's what they want to do now. So they'll give you the base game and then they'll just add stuff to it afterwards.
Yeah, it's like,
What's
you want
everyone's
to play our
thoughts on
shiny
that?
new content? Here, spend 40 quid.
Yeah.
Great. So it's basically you got to sort of choose what games you like. Because to keep up with them all is ridiculous. Choose
But I like them all.
And do you want the 6 terabytes for all your games?
I need to definitely get more storage space. So I've got 2.5 terabytes and
Yeah.
I have to
I
think
have
about the
5
top.
hard drives in my computer already.
Yeah. So yeah, as the message just came up, confirmed release for PS5 is next year, I believe. Holidays next year.
Yeah.
Just before
November,
Christmas by
December
the looks of
next
this.
Yeah, holiday
Yeah.
season of 2020. And then
Yeah.
probably by
So we've
March
got a year to save money for it.
probably by March of 2021 it'll be
Kind of looks like
beat by the Xbox.
kind of looks like an Atari or something. They've gone, instead of a box, they've gone for like an old curvy like Atari kind of deal.
You're a box.
Yeah, they've gone for a different design, haven't they?
I like the
Just-
design. It's very, I would say, well, ergonomic.
Futuristic.
But no, it's not just a
Why
box
would-
anymore. Like the
Yeah.
it's like the Xbox. It's just a box. Yeah.
You're a box.
Well, I think it's very well designed for airflow.
Yeah.
It has
that's
a
normally the
nice
problem.
big intake in the front and a lot of exhaust at the
Wait,
back.
it's like the PlayStation and stuff at the moment. It's like when Steph's like, I think my PS is going to take off.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed my PS4 can be loud sometimes, but my Xbox is whisper quiet because I do have the Xbox One S.
Oh, okay.
I got the Gears of War limited edition from a few years ago. Still holding up pretty well though.
Well, Steph, if your PlayStation 4 is a jet engine, I think there might be something wrong with it.
No, it's
Pretty sure my
perfectly normal.
PC is a jet engine.
Yeah, sounds like a jet engine going off.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
my
we do
I hear
works,
my PC when I'm playing some games.
Ironically, most of us live near the airport, so we absolutely know what that sounds like constantly.
Yeah.
I work at airports all the time.
Touche.
I work right next to one.
You
I
still-
live right under one. So.
Yeah, well, it's not in Stockport where the thing is Windows rattle.
I know.
Stockport's ridiculous. You in Stockport and
It
you're just
is.
like, ow, my ears. Like Stockport Cheadle.
That's it, yeah.
But yeah, what else?
So, do we have any other things?
Don't know.
I can't wait for Cyberpunk.
Woo! I think that's the top game for the year, isn't it?
I think that's going to be next year's Game of the Year, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. We got
It's-
a long wait, though.
It's not.
Is it April
it's-
next year?
It's totally not Keanu Reeves.
Well, I still am kind of like, how did they freaking made him do this game? Like, being the character in this game, but, well, they made it.
Yeah, it's not John Wick.
Yeah.
You did not kill a dog.
But still, yeah, I really can't wait. It's in the next, 6 months, I think, April. So that's the biggest anticipation at the moment. Yeah, I'm saying that, but I'm probably biased. I shouldn't be speaking in terms of Cyberpunk.
But no, I've said about it in the E3. When it was released, the E3 thing was released. It was the game that piqued most people's interest.
Yes.
It was, yeah.
It was the biggest thing out of E3, really. Well, one of them. Yeah. It's like, oh, here's a
it's
new
fun.
Mario game, here's a new whatever. It's just like, Cyberpunk 76. Or whatever.
Well, I think the reason for it with Cyberpunk is because they originally announced it a few years ago, and because it's CD Projekt Red, there's a lot of high hopes for it, and it does look very promising, so that's why there's a lot of people behind it, including me, and I don't really play games by CD Projekt Red. I mean, I've got The Witcher, but I've never played him.
Oh, okay, it's the guys that make Witcher. Okay.
Well, from my perspective, they always, with every kind of like game, they trying to do something innovative.
Yeah.
So yeah, Witcher 3 was a nice open big world where you have plenty of things to do, where other open world games were basically empty.
Yeah, there is a lot
Like,
of...
here, go run 5 miles, collect a pebble
Yes.
and come back.
Yes, and
Yeah, there
that's
is...
a good thing which you don't have in Witcher 3. The quest, every single side quest is different. There is nothing like run from A to B, collected, go back and collect your rewards.
Run for repeat.
I love those side quests because they branching out quickly, and instead of having like a side quest for an hour, you end up with side quests for 8 hours, and that was really great. And with this new Cyberpunk, Okay, the world will be a little bit smaller, so as far as I know. However, you will be more able to like go inside the buildings.
Well, Steph just put the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet specs up.
The new
Yeah, it's
Xbox.
going to be an SSD, so
The
it
new
won't be
Xbox
very
and the new
big.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
8-core AMD Ryzen 2, both of them.
It's Ryzen.
effectively,
Ryzen, not Ryzen.
Yeah, they're right, and yeah.
RAM
That's,
16 gig for the Xbox and unknown for the thingy. Both going to be running SSDs. The Xbox has been confirmed at a terabyte.
However, with these SSDs, I would say it will be, for PlayStation, it will have to run on like M2 slots, not standard SATA.
Yeah, I think they will have to on the PS4. Well, PS5, sorry.
Well, with SSD...
And with 8K output, I would be really wary because, okay, it might output the 8K movies, but you will not be playing on 8K resolution of the game. I think it will be more like today what you have in PlayStation Pro. So you're still playing on higher resolution. However, to get all the way to 4K, you're using some sort of like checker method. So it's like
I'm very surprised that it says 8K.
Like upscaling 2K to 4K. So I would say it will be doing the same thing. And even then, you will not be able to play 4K games. It's just not realistic.
No, it's not at all. Well, one, the games will be too big for one because of the graphics, and two, it's just not feasible, is it really? 4K
it'd be like
per game.
And again,
it's a waste of technology.
And then again, would you like 8K in 120 FPS? It's not possible, not at all.
We don't have the technology.
Yes, I can max 120 FPS in like 1080p at the moment.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's 60.
Well, the technology's getting there, slowly but surely.
Definitely. Especially when we start running those cloud-based computing soft systems. Okay. So you will have like a spacecraft computer doing all the calculations, and you will be just receiving the screen, the image.
But yeah, it's like if I build a new PC, I want to go into the i7 and the ME system, or ME2 or whatever it's called, if you know what I mean. I can't remember what it's called. I just remember.
Nobody know the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Well, it's the new like RAM sticks, but the actual hard drives. And yeah, Chris has got one.
No, M2 for the disk memory.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about, I think.
Yeah. So basically, it's still on some sort of SSD with different types of connection.
Well, yeah, basically, if I'm going to build a new PC, I'm looking towards getting sticking to SSD because it is a lot quicker.
Oh, definitely.
Oh no, you definitely need it now. It's
you need it nowadays.
I've got a 500 terabyte SSD, and that's the only one. All my big games like Borderlands and stuff are put through that, and then I just hot swap them out once I've completed it.
Well, I need to install the SSD I've got on my PC. Currently, I'm using a 3 terabyte hard drive for everything at the moment. Since my last hard drive failed.
I have 4 SSDs in my computer and 1 standard. Just because I constantly need more storage for SSD. Like, first thing I did was I got an SSD and I installed Windows on it. Biggest mistake ever because it was only 120 gig SSD. Well, Windows download file goes in there. It was a mess. So I learned my lesson with that.
Well, it's why when I'm going to be looking at half a terabyte to a terabyte for the SSDs.
Yeah, I have 1 half a terabyte. Actually, I think I have 2 half a terabyte. No, I don't even know. I don't remember now. I don't feel like looking it up either.
But no. Yeah, whatever. But basically, SSDs and the ME2s.
Yeah, it's a must-have now. Must-have.
If you want to have any kind of, like, thingy. But you can get but it does mean you can get terabyte SATAs really cheap now. Well, multiple terabyte SSDs cheap. SATAs.
They're just starting, so they're still not cheap, but they are available.
Yeah, they're not ridiculously priced anymore. But the SATAs
well,
that's because
down. That's because soon they're going to be out of. Soon obsolete. They're going to be obsolete and be directly onto the motherboard.
Yeah.
They'll be hooked up either through PCI slots or something like that.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know my next rebuild's going to have to really up my game.
I've upgraded my graphic card not so long ago, and my CPU is still kicking. So I'm not looking to upgrade anytime soon.
I don't know.
I'm I'm not in any process to upgrade either at the moment. Most of my retrofitting was done last year, so I've already got new stuff. What I will be doing is changing my case over.
Yeah, I did
because I need to get my bad hard drive out.
I did the case rebuild a few months back because it was just I just saw the dust and I was just like, fuck it, new case, new fans, because the bearings were off. I was like, right, that fan's got ball bearings off, that fan's ball bearings off, that fan's ball bearings off. Fuck it, new case, new fans.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I had to it took me all day, but I refit it all. It's because I'm still running Steph's old i5 330.
Oh, i5, eh?
Yeah.
I can't remember what.
Yeah, I'm running an i5 system with 16 gig RAM.
I'm running an i7 with 32 gigs of RAM and two 970s.
Yeah, well, I upgraded the graphics card to a 10 series, RTX 10.
RTX or GTX?
NVIDIA.
I'm assuming GTX. I think RTXs are 2000s.
I've got a GTX 1 series.
Yeah, you're GTX. I didn't think you had ray tracing yet.
No, I went from, basically I've done all that, so I'm happy with the PC as it is, but I need to think about my next rebuild.
Or are you just lying?
Well, you always want more, don't you? You always want the new shiny.
Always.
You finish your build off, I'm sat there going, finish the build off!
Time for a new one!
Yeah.
Ooh, but I want to see what, I was looking at the price range and I was like, no, it's still too high.
Yeah. It's a bit pricey to do any upgrades though, isn't it, really?
Because my next upgrade would have to be the motherboard itself, because that's the oddest piece now. So it's just like, motherboard and CPUs, it's like, no!
The motherboard's the oldest piece for mine as well, actually.
Yeah, when you're trying to upgrade, the CPU, you almost always have to upgrade the new motherboard as well.
Yeah, usually
I didn't do that.
What opens the whole kind of room?
Depend on whatever motherboard or whatever chip you have, and then you just get a motherboard for that.
Your motherboard, chip, and RAM is your. They basically need to be done at the same twatting time.
Well, yes and no. RAM isn't as important.
Well, no,
because
if you're getting
usually it's only DDR4, 3, whatever.
Well, it's basically you need to get at least some new RAM because, like, if I want a new board now, I'm on 3 RAM. The new boards are like 4 or 5.
Yeah, well, that's because it basically whatever processor you have will have sort of a set RAM for it because the motherboards will be all the same. So, like, if you with your i5, you're only going to have DDR3.
Yeah. If I go up to i7, I'm going to need DDR at the R4 or the R5.
It depends what series. My i7 is only a DDR3. If you go newer, I think it's Series 9 now. Are they on 9s?
Then you mean the CPU from Intel?
Yeah.
The 9s are the new.
I don't mean the i9s. I
mean
like Series 9.
Oh yeah, Series 9. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, sorry. 9 and 10 basically.
Yeah.
9 is right now. 10 will be available. You will be able to buy it, I think, from September, from January or February. Sorry.
But yeah, it's basically I know we're talking a bit more, gone less game, more technical. My bad.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
It has to do with gaming because technical nowadays is gaming. I'm just waiting for these processors that are supposed to come out with the graphics processor in them, like the multi-layered processors that they're supposed to be bringing out.
Yeah, that's gonna be a next big thing.
Yeah, it will be.
Soon we won't even need graphics cards. You'll just buy a big beefy processor and it'll make things so much faster because it'll be all built in.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit away off though, isn't it?
Right now
we'll all be old men by that point.
Yeah, because right now you can have only like a single layer of those transistors, and when you will be able to stack them up and make basically a cube for like inch by inch, that will be amazing.
Yeah,
well, that's what they plan on doing. Or they're working on.
But yeah, it's basically it's like what my teacher said then when we were doing repair and maintenance. By the time you've got from the checkout to the till, there's a new system already out. That's better.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just where you want to benchmark yourself. You find where you want to benchmark yourself for the next while, and then just.
I've been benchmarked for 2 years now, and there's nothing I'm doing about that. Just my computer can still run everything right now, so
it's just basically when things start lagging behind a bit too much, you think about a new rebuild.
Well, we also got to think that we're also starting to get older too, so That's the next biggest thing is it worth spending all this money? Like, do we have the time for it anymore?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not looking to upgrade too much very soon. Because I've done some recently, so I think I'm just going to stick with what I've got for now.
I don't know.
Until my motherboard dies.
Yeah, also.
That's what I'm expecting next.
But yeah, it's just basically, every so often I review and see what the prices are like for what's out there, basically, and just decide that it's still way too high, we'll wait till it comes down a bit. It's basically finding that butter zone, and whether you need a new build or you want a new build. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Darius. Do you want to wrap it up and stuff? Or do you want to... Is there anything else that we want to talk about?
Well, we've been going for 45 minutes. I think a wrap-up's pretty good.
Yeah, and we went into technical about 30 minutes.
We can wrap up if you want.
What was that, Steve?
We can wrap up if you want.
Well, we have gone into technical and stuff for a little while, so most people would have nodded off.
Probably.
Alright, so...
Assuming the A-team, we're the technical side of it half the time. So, you've had the technical team this time.
So what we'll do, we'll just do another few more minutes, another 5 minutes or so, of what we are looking forward to, and then anything gaming related that we'll be doing if you want.
Well, I've tried doing a recording, and Ryan's going to need to review it at some point for Laser Fair, for the Spooktober thing. I'm also doing stuff with Ryan for his Red Dead Redemption. Not Red Dead Redemption, the game he's playing for Spooktober.
Resident Evil.
That's the one. I'm sucked. Because we're doing the playthrough with it. Well, he's doing the playthrough, and basically we're like, support or hinder him is depending on how I feel.
Yeah.
Like he finds me doing, oh hi Pa, here to cut my face off, eh? It's like you say it in such a bizarre, just blah way. It's like, oh, this guy's here to kill you. It's like he's like, oh Jesus Christ, and I'm like, thanks Pa, hi.
Not played that one for a while. I might watch you do it at some point.
We seem to do recording near weekend today. It's an hour or so it does like an hour of gameplay.
Well, I'm working on my own projects at the moment as well. However, before I will start putting them online or anything like that, I want to have at least 4 or 5 videos of them.
Yeah.
So
actually,
I currently have 2.
Do you mind horror, Darius?
Say again?
Oh, well, I'll sidebar it. I'll need to talk to you after.
Okay. Well, I think that's it for today's podcast. This week.
I think so, yeah.
So...
Alright.
So the usual, please don't kill each other.
But there's a lot of times I want to kill people.
No, can't do that.
You can only do that in games.
But can I kill Danny?
In game, like Rainbow Six,
In-game?
go for it.
I don't play Rainbow Six.
There you go. You will be on disadvantage then. He might kill you.
No, we've been killing each other. I think I mowed you over in Space Engineer. That's how you died the other day.
Yeah, probably. It's okay.
Okay,
I got better tools now, anyways. Alright,
so I'll wrap up then. Okay, so
do the whole like, subscribe, and share stuff, and Facebooky. And
love me, everybody.
Love us.
You've been listening to.
No, not me.
So
all hail Terry.
Thanks for listening, everyone. You've been listening to the Immaterial Gamers with Darius, Terry, Danny, and myself, Stephen. Like, share, and subscribe as always, and catch you on the next one.
Woo! Goodbye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.